So this is a rambling video. It's going to cover how I deal with situational practice in training mode. This is mostly going to be covering how I practice things on offense, because things when you're doing defensive practice are much more thought intensive. And it also helps if you're doing it with a partner. So when you're practicing defensive things, you always want to be thinking about what your opponent's choices are, what choices they've made, and if you've seen any habits that they have. So that requires that your opponent is doing things in a particular order in order for them to have a habit for you to take advantage of. So this way of practicing things is meant to not only give you the ability to pull a rabbit out of a hat, so to speak, with your decision making, but also make it so that you only have to understand what your opponent's choices are, or what you think your opponent's choice is going to be, to make a apt decision to counter this. But in order to do this, you need to be able to do things in an order that's not repetitious or systemic. So in order to make this a little bit easier for ourselves, we have to break it down and make it into, I guess, a game of sorts. So the way that I do this is I assign different values to different things for any given situation that I'm working on, and then I roll dice, and I practice those things. So here we show that I have chosen a 10-sided dice with 10 different options for Ken's Oki. I have a bunch of different options up at the top, but this is obviously not all the options that there are. There are plenty more. But the idea is that you want to have enough options that are ingrained in your memory, in your muscle memory, in different orders, that you aren't doing things in a way that your opponent can predict what your next decision is going to be. So in the case that you go on autopilot and you are thinking about other things that matter a lot to the match, such as your opponent's life, your gauge or their gauge, if you need to be making risks or taking risks, or if you want to be, just playing it safe, blocking, whatever, this all comes into play. So while this particular example of 10 things does not have, walk back block as an example, it is something that you have to take into consideration and you should be working on as well. But you should have reasoning for that. So when you take a look at Ken's different offensive options, he has a lot. So the most common things that you have are crouching leg kick times 2, confirm, different tick throws, target combo confirms, a shimmy throw, a slight shimmy into target combo so that it catches guard jump, step back out of throw range, and then you can crouching leg kick confirm. You can do the same thing with standing medium punch. And a lot of things are just different frame traps, such as stand medium punch, crouch medium punch, and all that stuff. But you can also use this in other situations that I'll explain after this. So here we see on the left, I have a 10-sided die, and you can go all the way up to a 100-sided die. How many times you wish to roll the dice, so how many times you want to do things, and then the amount of them that you want to do. These two don't really matter as long as you get a number that you want. So the average thing here doesn't matter at all. We just want the line that gives us the options that we should choose. So I've already done this, and this shows me that I want to be practicing shimmy throw, target combo confirm, standing medium punch, micro step, target combo, crouching leg kick confirm. Crouching leg kick tick throw twice. And then the second one is crouching leg kick confirm, standing heavy punch, delay light punch shoryu. This is a parry bait, meaning that if the heavy punch hits, you're not going to actually be doing the shoryu, and if they parry it, then, that's when you'd be doing it. And then standing medium punch, micro step, target combo, crouching leg kick confirm again, and then again, standing medium punch, micro step, target combo. So let's go into the game and go through this. So here we have Ken versus Chun, and we're going to be doing this off of throw. So this is best done practicing in a version where you can save state. So let's set that up. So this means that it's most likely best going to be done on 360 or PS3 on the online edition version. Though it is possible to do on the 30th anniversary, you actually just have to go through the motion of throwing them every time. So let's go through this. Target combo hits, so we confirm into DP. Block, no confirm. Tick throw. Tick throw. Crouching light kick, no confirm. Sending heavy punch, delay DP. As you can see, they didn't parry. The DP doesn't come out. They didn't get hit. Now, this is a bad example for this particular choice because I don't have it on random parry as well, because you can't do random block, random parry, to my knowledge. But it's something that you'll have to practice separately. It is an option, so, you know, buffering it in doesn't hurt because you're not going to get the DP if they block it, and you're not going to get the DP if you hit them. So there's no reason not to practice it as well. So then we have standing medium punch and a micro step target combo again. And I was too far away for the DP to hit. So that means that I either was not close enough or I didn't do the correct confirm. So you also have to understand what your choices are, because when you're pushed back, the DP is not going to connect. So off of this particular confirm, it's a super confirm. It's not going to be a DP confirm. So then we also have crouching light kick confirm. Didn't come out. And then this thing again. So you can do this as many times as you want. You can make as many lists that you want and go through them over and over and over again. So as long as you're able to assign a choice after a particular situation, you can do this for anything. So we're going to go over another situation that I feel like something like this is worthwhile. So we're going to look at Yun, and then we're going to, you know, choose some other character. Now, in certain situations, you know what moves are plus, what moves are negative, at what spacings, etc. So when Yun's far away, you can do crouching medium kick, right? Now you want to be at a range where crouching medium kick can connect again. So right about here. So this is another thing off of standing crouching medium punch. So let's say off of crouching medium punch you have walk forward Zempo tension. You have tick throw. You have confirm off of standing light kick. You have just another standing heavy punch. You have cancel into light punch shoulder. And then you also have, you know, option parry into a standing medium kick. You know, you have a lot of different options. So going through all of your options this way as well is going to allow you to create the same situation and never really go through the same thing over and over and over again. So like if you're normally practicing this, you know, you might be practicing the crouching medium punch into standing light kick confirm. But what happens if it blocked? Well, now you have two other choices. So you can set the opponent to block and then go through, you know, crouching medium kick, standing heavy punch, walk forward Zempo, which, you know, requires you to walk forward a lot, so it may or may not be a good choice. And then, you know, you have confirm into Canadian. Basically, you understand the point is that if there's choices that you can make after doing certain things, you know, I can just, you know, block and then back up to a point where Ken is forced to try to get out of the corner. So, like, you want to be able to think about these things when you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, and you're paying attention to your opponent and not paying attention to what you should be doing. You don't want to be going through your offensive choices or your checklist of what can be done after a specific thing, where you can, I guess, literally hear yourself think about it. So that's pretty much it. The whole point is to curb bad habits, or to curb habits in general, so that when you are doing things in a quote-unquote autopilot manner, it's not really autopilot, as you're just pulling things out of a hat and reacting according to how that goes. So hopefully this is useful to some people, but if it's not, then I apologize. And, you know, I think it's a good way to practice things. But to each their own, and if you're capable of just practicing one thing and piecing things of the puzzle together without needing to do something like this, then that's awesome. But, you know, some players have trouble with that, and there are a lot of players that I have been playing with or teaching as of recently that have had issues with this. So, thanks for watching, and